connection, right? Yeah, it has to do with, getting along with people, trying to, get to know them better and stuff like that. See the opportunities that may abound for both of y'all, whatever parties it may be. I'm not talking about APC, PDP, Labour Party now. I'm talking about the way where you can indeed enmesh yourself with other people's ideas and see how you can ensure for a better life, right? Okay, because the idea of life is to come up with ideas and solution that would indeed better and update life. That being said, what can I say any further than to say that it is indeed a time for you to give your son a high five, give your daughter a warm hug, squeeze the hand of your significant other, whether it's the male or the female, just to reassure the person that, look, I'm here, I am not going nowhere. Now, if you've done that, you've said a prayer to your creator, to your God, whatever it is that you worship right there. As far as I'm concerned, I worship Jesus Christ. I'm okay, that's right. So I've said my bid. You too should do the same. Then, of course, you need to focus on going about your day in the right way. And what better way than to be with Eagles 102.3's breakfast show? We call this one the Eagles Morning Rise. And yes, it runs from now up until the 10 o'clock mark. And it's got a couple of segments to it. And we are sitting on top of one right now. This one, of course, is the Pages. It's the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Rise, where we get to start your day the right way. And we look into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers, bring the headlines to you so that whichever one, pops at you, jumps at you, tickles your fancy, begs for your reaction, you can bring your 2 cents on it in a most civil and responsible way. Have not greeted you yet in the way that I know how to. Let me do that already now. Say, Agife. I like the sound of that. Olodudu. Ekaron. Dewono. In my dialect, I would say, Amesiere. Have I said Inakwana? I didn't say that one. But then, in a language that is universally agreed upon, that would be Una. Good morning. My name is Udwan Daniel, and so let's jump into some things that I think and I believe that you ought to know just before we bring the front pages of Nigerian newspapers to your audiovisual radio consciousness, right? Alrighty. Now, I should bring this to you now. The federal government has said progress is being made with the economy, and the exchange rate is stabilizing. It's stabilizing. Just when I saw that the Naira is down, okay, but whenever, that's what Wale Adun, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, said while briefing the State House correspondents and at the end of Council of State meeting on Tuesday. And this is what Nigerians keep saying. Why is it when y'all face the people that are probing you or that are asking you questions about your office, y'all just go and say certain things just to maybe probably make them happy, make them feel that that's the reality, when the reality is actually telling us that the Naira is going down. It's not really stabilizing in any ways. But I mean, who am I? Who are you to say that? If the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Adun, is already addressing, the Council of State meeting and telling them as of yesterday that we are stabilizing. Okay, well, I mean, oh well. But anyways, I should also let you in on the fact that the federal government has told those seeking regime change to wait till the next election in 2027. All right, Dele Alake, Minister of Solid Minerals, said this yesterday while addressing House correspondents. It claimed that the just concluded #and bad governance protest was to unseat President Bola Tinubu. Okay, righty. Okay, I just should bring this one to you now. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will today, August 14, depart Abuja for Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, on a 3-day official visit to honor the invitation of President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. What a name, I like it. Ajirin Galale, special advisor to the president on media and publicity, announced this in a statement yesterday. At least 12 passengers were reportedly burned to death in a road crash along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on Tuesday. Really appalling. It was gathered that the lone crash involving a white What is a bus marked as a DDA 733XA occurred at 3:14 p.m. around the Ogiri axis of the highway. So sad. Now, the Port Harcourt Refining Company, a refinery under the management of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in Rivers State, has again failed to commence operations after about 6 postponements. Okay. It was observed that promises made to Nigerians by the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources and NNPC about the refinery have continued to witness multiple failures and postponements. I don't know, for some reason I feel we'll be having that word a lot, but just through the end of the year. Postponement. Anyways, the Oyo State Police Command has announced the arrest of 2 individuals for possessing a fresh human skull belonging to an unidentified woman in the Amuloko area of Ibadan, the state capital. The command spokesperson, Oshifeso Adewale, shared this information with our correspondent just yesterday. Well done to you, Nigeria Police. The things that you guys see every time that you're on duty, I don't know if I can actually handle it. So well done to you guys, and keep doing this work, all right? Up Nigerian Police, all right? Anyways, I see this one now from Ekiti State. The Ekiti State High Court, Ado Ekiti Division on Tuesday sentenced 4 men to life imprisonment for kidnapping a 75-year-old woman in Ikere Ekiti. Now, the defendants Adeoye Sunday, Adewusi Dare, Bamiboye, Damilola, and Ogunlayi Sheung were also on Monday sentenced to 5 years imprisonment each for the offense of conspiracy. Nigerians are now saying, hey, we love such sentences, and they make the sentences, fast. Let it come in a regular so that we can decongest our prisons and not have people just stay there awaiting trial for a very long time and then almost forgotten, if not forgotten. Well, the Anambra State government, through the Ministry of Women and Social Welfare and Security Operatives, has apprehended a 34-year-old man identified as Chukwudi Okoye for defiling a 10-year-old girl. It was gathered that the suspect, said to be a seminarian in a certain church communion, committed the act in the Amanuke community, Awka North local government area in the state. Wonders they say shall never what? I don't know. President Bola Tinubu has approved a new national policy aimed at curbing the migration of health workers in a statement on X on Monday. That's talking about Twitter, yeah? The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Pate, announced that the policy is a comprehensive strategy designed to manage, harness, and reverse the trend of health workers migration. Okay. And finally now, Nigeria Customs Service NCS says the federal government's directive for the suspension of 6 months food tariff can result in the forfeiture of 188.37 billion naira revenue. Its Comptroller General Adewale Adeni broke the news in his keynote address on facilitating food trade through customs process best practices for Nigeria in Abuja. That being said, join me now, follow me now, slow and steady, but of course we will win this race because 8 o'clock is the mark for us to win this race. As we go into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers, might I also bring it to you that we have a strong presence across social media platforms that do well to start with the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja. Subscribe, leave a comment, and possibly share. We would love that, right? Do so with Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Do it too with X, Twitter at Eagles FM Abuja. Have you forgotten Instagram and TikTok? Don't forget these ones too. It is at Eagles FM Abuja. Make sure to always leave your presence every time that you engage with us so that we know that you came, right? Okay, so let's get into it now. And the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper, big story for today, the 14th day of August 2024, says Nigeria wasting rice, yam, fish amid food crisis. A report has come out showing that yeah, I'm talking to you now, you're wasting rice, yam, fish amid food crisis. That's what the report says. Page 4 is carrying that story. Now, let's bring you to this one, which is just at the chest region of the Daily Trust newspaper. 28 killed in Oyo Ogun road crashes. Not so good a news, but you'd find that story on page 5. Now, moving away from page 5 to page 12, each senator earns 1.063 million naira monthly. Each senator earns 1.063 million naira monthly. And that is coming from the RMAFC. Yes, that's what they said. Okay, so let's move away from that now and bring this one to you. Tinubu approves 300% pay rise for judicial officers. Okay, so you would find that one on page 8 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Just at a base of the Daily Trust newspaper. Wait till 2027 if you're not satisfied with government. Council of State are saying that one. Page 7 is carrying that story. Now let me bring you to this one now, just above the big story, but underneath the Daily Trust newspaper banner now. Local government polls, opposition kicks as state electoral bodies impose new fees. All right, page 11 is carrying that one now to page 19. I see this one. It says 70% windfall tax, burdensome, ill-timed, bank directors are saying. And the last story that I'll be bringing from the Daily Trust newspaper front page now would be NNPCL, FIRS, others frustrated National Assembly, Tinubu's government, Senate panel are saying that one. And you would find the story right now on page 8, okay, of the Daily Trust newspaper. Away from the Daily Trust newspaper now, bringing you the Punch newspaper, giving you some punchy headlines now. The big punchy headline will be federal government blocks 83 billion naira protest funds, arrests political collaborators. Page 2, you would find the story. It's got two writers to it though. Government uncovers $50 million crypto funds, blocks 4 digital wallets containing $38 million. And second writer, police to declare foreign agents wanted. Traces 4 billion naira to Kano, Abuja, Katsina, political bigwigs. Okay, that's what it is on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Now, just to the side of the Punch newspaper, you would find the story on page 7. It says federal government unveils plans to bring back 12,400 Jackma doctors. Chai. Federal government is unveiling the plan to bring back 12,400 Jackma doctors. Page 7, you would find it. Now, to page 19 now, 109 senators earn 1.04 billion naira annually. Okay. So you heard that. Now, let's go down to the very base of the Punch newspaper and punch you with this one now. TUC backs 5 million naira monthly pay for judges. Page 7 is carrying that one. 16 confirmed dead in Oyo multiple crashes. Page 6. Page 5, I beg your pardon, carrying that story, not a very nice one. But to page 29 now, NUC to select Ariwola's successor Friday. All right. And just above the Punch newspaper banner now, I'm talking about the height of it, the apex, the apogee, the zenith, the peak, the top. EFCC donates 50 billion naira crime proceeds to Nel Fund. I didn't know EFCC can do that. Well, they are donating 50 billion naira crime proceeds to Nel Fund. Page 2 is carrying that story now to page 19. NNPCL postpones Port Harcourt refinery kickoff. 6th time. Right, okay, I wouldn't want to overflog that. Let's just go to page 3 now. And trillion naira foreign MOU signed under Tinubu. A report is actually showing that one now. Away from punching you with those punchy headlines, let's bring you a guard who always stands with his daily every time. I'm talking about the Guardian newspaper now. The big story on the front page, National Health Insurance Act. 2 years after, states under-enroll as 90% Nigerians still pay out of pocket. National Health Insurance Act, NHIA, right, is saying 2 years after, states under-enroll as 90% Nigerians still pay out of pocket. And page 6 is carrying that story right now. You will see something written in collaboration to that. Cost of healthcare up by over 200% in the last 1 year, with most Nigerians unable to pay out of pocket. And we have this one. It says only 18,675,088 enrolled in nationwide insurance scheme. Okay, that will be the NHIS, right? And federal government accounts for over 3.5 million. Privates 2 million plus. Vulnerable groups 2 million million. States, 8 million plus. Okay, so you will see all of this as displayed with a stethoscope right there on the front page of the Guardian newspaper for that big story. Just to the side of that big story now on page 5, reps on upgrade. Okay, I should say that one again. Reps upgrade WAEC for failing to account for 5 billion naira calculators. Wow. They failed to account for 5 billion naira calculators, and now the reps are saying, hey, WAEC, come here, talk to us. How did you go about 5 billion naira calculators? We don't see it. We don't see it in your reports. Anyways, I see this one now on page 30. Benue farmers panic over persistent drought. All right. Now to page 8. 16 die, 17 injured in Ibadan. Multiple road crash. Not a very good sight, trust me. I saw a glimpse of it, and I tried to unsee it, but I just couldn't. But seeing this one now, page 3. Customs, Nigeria's food imports surge 95.28% to 920.54 billion naira in quarter 1 of 2024. Page 3 is carrying that story. Now to page 15. Manufacturing FMCG firms post 25% YTD losses as demand plummets. Right? And if you also recall that yesterday, we saw something on the front pages where 50 firms decided to shut down. Well, not decided out of their own volition, though. They decided because the economy told them decide, shut down, and they shut down. And that is really not something Nigeria needs, especially at this point in time. And that's why Nigerians are calling on Mr. President, not just Mr. President now, every other person who is in the corridor of power to ensure that these firms, they last, right? Okay, so we can add more firms and not actually shut down the little firms that we have. Chairman affirms 26 embattled Rivers lawmakers as APC members. All right, Chairman affirms 26 embattled Rivers lawmakers as APC members. Page 29 is carrying that one now. So this one, OBJ, IBB absent as Buhari, Jonathan, ex-leaders pass vote of confidence in Tinubu. Vote of confidence. They passed it, right? All right, let's move away from that now and bring the Vanguard newspaper to you now. Okay, so the Vanguard newspaper has got a big story. On page 30, you would find this one. Ballooning operating costs. NCC stakeholders kick as telcos threaten service outage. What are you talking about? You're asking UD, but UD has got to give you the riders to this big story. The first rider, telcos threaten to adopt load shedding formula in telecom services. Another rider, NCC kicks, says subtle threat, wrong approach to tariff hike campaign. And the last rider to that one, subscribers will hold regulator accountable if load shedding happens. And that's coming from Natcom. All right, that is some talk, right? And this one right here, it says hunger protest. This is at the naval area of the Vanguard newspaper now. It says hunger protest, attempted regime change, Council of State. They are the ones who made that statement. Page 8, you would find that story. And to page 6, not a very nice story now. 37 die in Oyo Ogun auto crashes. 37. 30. I've been trying to avoid this. And they just keeps coming to my face. 37 die. Not like the bones fractured, they died in Oyo Ogun auto crashes. God rest your souls. Right. To this one here now, page 27, you should find this one. Protest. Time to tell ourselves truth. Sule tells northern governors. Alrighty. And this one here says... okay, just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, I'm talking about the very height of it. Dangote Refinery, why we reduced our stake to 7.2%. NNPCL is saying that. Page 20, you would find that story. And away from that, page 20, still at the top, the apex, the zenith, the apogee, the height of it all, of the Vanguard newspaper, this one says, Nigeria will use climate change crisis to reshape economy. President Bola Tinubu, number one citizen, is saying that one now. Page 27 is carrying that story. And to page 8, Onayaka to federal government neglect of youths ticking time bomb. Okay, I should take it again. Neglect of youths ticking time bomb has got one writer to it. Anglican bishops flay federal government insensitive handling of hashtag and bad governance protest. Page 11, you would find this story right there, right? Okay, so that would be about all with the Vanguard newspapers. We bring the Nigerian Tribune newspaper to you now. And with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, the big story, Constitution Review, reps move to reduce cost of elections. Page 11, you would find that story. And it's got one writer to it, push for conduct of all elections in one day. Push for conduct of all elections in one day. Right, that's what they're pushing for now. And to this one here, page 6, Finance Minister leads strategic meeting on NNPCL crude sales in Naira. And to page 30, local government autonomy, Osun Assembly passes amendment bills. Alleged land grabbing, Ogun Assembly recommends suspension of traditional ruler. Page 26, you would find that story at the base. Each senator earns 1 million naira monthly, says RMAFC. Right? That would be the revenue mobilization. Yeah, that's what it is. Page 4, they carry that story. And still at the very base, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway accident. Oh my goodness, this is not so good. Oh, not so good a sight to see. But you would find it though on the front page of Nigerian Tribune newspaper. 16 killed, 17 injured in Ibadan, 12 burned to death. Gary. It's got 2 writers to it. Yeah, 2 writers. 6 children lose parents. Ibadan residents lament incessant accidents at same spots, call on federal governments to speed up work on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Page 26, carrying the story. Above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now, Nigeria's large, growing out-of-school population has huge consequences. Some of y'all will say huge. Please, it's not hujo. It's huge, right? Huge consequences. That's what UNICEF is saying, and you would find that one on page 11. Take you now to page 26. Police personnel to now write promotion exams. Oh, they were not writing it before. Now they are going to be writing it. Okay, so we see this one, page 4. Council of State meeting. Obasanjo, Babangida absent as Gowon. Buhari, Jonathan, Abdul Salami pass vote of confidence in Tinubu. That would be all from the front pages right now. Let's get on to the studio numbers as we get to hear from you. You tell us what you think. Which one would be your 2 cents on whichever of these stories? Which of them indeed pops at you? Which of them jumps at you? Which of them is tickling your fancy right now? Which of them is begging for your reaction? But as you also add your voice to it, 1 minute 30 seconds is the time you're allotted. And please, let's keep to time, okay? Because we are very punctual people, yeah? That's right. So we're family members. We are punctual like that. So that every other person can have their voices heard loudly and clearly. Be civil, be responsible. It is also very important to do so. And across WhatsApp portal, the WhatsApp portal number 0909 705 4450. That's the WhatsApp portal number. You can send that, WhatsApp voice notes, WhatsApp message, text message to that number. All of them, they will do. And keep it short and simple. All right. Number to call 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. Those are the numbers for you to engage at this point in time. Remember, it is the pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Taking the score right now. Hello and good morning.
Morning, Judy.
Yes, please.
I was night.
Oh, slept well. Thank you so much for asking.
Thank you, this Moses.
Moses, welcome aboard, Moses.
Good to Zion Prince and many other callers on this platform.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, latest protest is to unseat the president. I think this is not the kind of statement we need by now. Let them look at the positive behind this protest. It is all about hunger and the economic meltdown. Nairas are no more value. That is what they could have looked onto to begin to put them into order. Not to just look at it as if they want to unseat the president. It's already on seat already. It's already on the seat already. You put every possibility with his corporate to make sure that the economic of this nation is being put in order, especially to put our values of naira in order, because the naira has no more, it has no value again, no value. So the economic and some other people should join hands. It's a joint effort, that they should put our economic in order. Then finally, Port Harcourt refinery fail again to commence in this August.
Right.
UD in your platform and on your radio, you ring bell that day that they say refinery will commence in August, and we celebrated. So what are you going to do this morning? Should we ring bell again?
Moses, I really don't have an idea right now.
Now look at it now. Now they say it failed 6 times. 6 times it failed to commence. What are those things behind this our own local refinery not to commence? 6 times. This is the 6th time that this thing couldn't come to pass. So simply means there are actually cabals that are behind it. Why can't these cabals be fetched out to allow these our refineries to work? Should we depend on importation of fuel? What is going on in this country? Even the Dangote, they are the same people frustrating it. You promised us in this August, and you say it has been, it can no longer commence in this month again. You did. God bless you.
All right, God bless you, Moses, right there. Moses, putting his stamping his feet on the ground there and giving us his 2 cents on the matter. Well, what are you waiting for? You're a family member. Have you added your voice just yet? Have you told me what you think? I mean, Moses, is something really serious that you brought out there. I mean, every time that they come telling us that, the refinery is going to get back on track and everything, and every time they told us, every time they failed. And it's almost seeming as though it's a cliche now. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Monsieur, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Okay, my name is Coco.
Uko?
Coco.
Coco? Okay, you're calling from Lugbe?
Yes.
Okay, I tell you that.
Yeah,
all right, Monsieur. All right, let's get into it, my brother.
And my own is that Munchula that defiled that small child of 3 years. I think you should have your king beside you. When you come to people like that, you give them serious flogging.
Sorry?
Hello?
I didn't get you. You might want to speak out so we can hear.
Okay, I said that Munchula that just defiled that 10 years old, that 10 years girl. You should have your king around you. So people like that, you give them serious flogging.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. That's all he wants to say. He said that person that would have the mind. I can't even go into that. But anyways, thank you, Coco, for that one. I appreciate. Well, the call's still out there. The old phone lines are still open there, so you can bring your 2 cents on it. 09073530044 is that number to call. The other number would be 0908-766-8888. And we're taking this call. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, my brother.
My name is Solomon Language.
Solomon, welcome aboard.
You're doing a great job, sir.
All right, thank you, Solomon. Appreciate that one. Well done to you, too. Feels good. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Solomon saying that we are on track. It does feel good to know that there are some family members who just watch out to be sure that we are indeed doing what we have promised to do. And Solomon, the wise one, is one of such. Hello and good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Rudy.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, Felix from Ambata.
All right, Felix, welcome aboard. Let's get into it.
I greet our callers and listeners.
Right.
Very important persons, patriotic Nigerians, who continue to lend our voice to issues that is concern us.
Right.
Because we have no other country can call our own than Nigeria. Nigeria is a great country. Every now and then we keep hearing of the movement of money and the tracking of billions and billions and billions. And names people who are tracked, people who are politically connected are always accused of one thing or the other. You never hear names. You see, I don't know how long our leaders will continue with us with falsehood and deceit. The refineries have been mentioned, they will commence this time and it never happen. These are wickedness, these are evil, these are things that we don't want to hear. Okay, look at the rate of accidents that are taking place every now and then, and the number of people that are dying on a daily basis. Did you know because of all this? Some of these transporters hardly get the original, can hardly afford the real original part of this vehicle when they go into, when they break down. So they manage, most of these things are because of management. We use inferior materials that are not, and at the end of the day, life perish. I don't know for how long. RMC is telling us how much they pay senators. Are they also telling us that the allowances, the 1.2 million each per, are they debunking these things? These are things mentioned by their members themselves. Those who are collecting the money that are the one that came out and informed Nigeria, this is how much you collect. We should stop this falsehood. Who are you giving vote of confidence? Look, we know what we are into. We are just praying and hoping that God will deliver us from this so-called political cabal that have come to hold Nigeria's ransom. I stop there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Felix, right there. Thank you. God bless you too, Felix. Some very great concerns you've put out there. And indeed, it's not something that should be swept under the carpet. But yeah, thank you, far too kind. We're still taking your calls. We're still taking your reaction. Remember, the two numbers are out there for you, 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. Taking this one. Hello and good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Chinonso. I'm calling from Suleja.
All right, Chinonso, all the way from Suleja. Feels good to hear from you today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you define a father telling his children or his child lies, what is not true, always? What am I saying? I'm talking about this particular refinery. Our leaders keep telling us, you look more like a mirage. The closer you get, the taller you become. You understand? This is the sixth time. So if the child decides to say that what you are saying is not true, I don't want to believe you anymore. Just forget about telling me about this any longer. I don't think the child has done anything wrong. Because this is the sixth time they are giving us this hope that the refinery is going to work and it's not working. You understand the kind of leaders we have in this country. Then as for the ex-president that went to Apple yesterday and gave a vote of confidence on their own behalf or on the behalf of Nigerians that are suffering, they find it very hard to even eat every day. They on their own, because I know when they want to leave Apple, they will give them something. Then thanks for coming, and they put out a vote of confidence on their own behalf, because I don't think it's for the masses. Thank you very much.
All right. It doesn't think it's for the masses. For Chinonso to put a call through to the station at this point in time. Chinonso, by the way, is a family member who loves to get on with the WhatsApp portal. But this time he has said, no, I would not stick to the WhatsApp. I'm just going to bring my voice in on this one. And he has shared some salient thoughts. It just means that, man, a lot probably is going on indeed. Hello and good morning.
Good morning,
Yes, please. Good morning to you, Elder.
Nadia is my name.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I
Cuba.
to your family.
Yeah.
The family, Salati, Ochanya.
Yeah.
And then original family man, the Abubakar from Babalada.
You're calling from Cuba, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Let us go directly to Senate. We are not a fool. But you tell us how much the city allowance now. And then all of them, they are member of committee this, committee that. How much are they taking on committee city? Overhead structure, how much are they taking? And then constitution project, how much are they giving to them? They should tell us now. They should not tell us we are not a fool in Nigeria here. They should not deceive us.
Okay.
Even if like we may continue looking Nigeria. Let me go back to Benue before my business. Farmer classes and then killing in the border in Benue State. We security experts would have advised those doctors, but they can't take it from us. The same thing we have at the federal government, they don't listen to us. Let the governor of Taraba State and governor of Benue State meet. Let them establish a village guard, border guard, or village guard. Train the 2 youth from Taraba State and Benue State, train them, and give them commander. Let them patrol that area. That community crisis will stop. And then the arm where they will give to them, they have power as a civilian to use a pump gun action. And then this pump gun action, Commissioner of Police have approved it for them. And then they train them for counter ambush and counter ambush. No terrorists, no bandits, no this header. Ever invest any village there. If they can train them there. When they go down, they have a security boat to maintain this security outfit. Are we going to continue at this? They continue killing farmers in Benue, killing people in border, killing this and this. When the two governors and then we security experts who have advised them the way out. But they can't take it from us. Are they going to sit down as a governor and then they continue killing farmers, taking over the farmers' land? You see, you can't pass road from the Benue to Taraba every time. Yes, they attack people there. Where the two governors are sitting down and they will tell them what to do. But they refuse to do it.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Right, okay. Like I always say, even though that may be a very, very, salient point that you've made, I don't think we had that on the front page. Please, let's stick to the front page. I keep saying this. Let's stick to what I brought from the front page of Nigerian newspapers. I understand that you might have other concerns that may be so important, but please stick to the front page. It is very, very, very important that we do so, right? Okay. That being said, let's take this one. Hello and good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yes, good morning, please.
Yeah, this is Anthony Witness.
Oh, Anthony Witness. Okay. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Everybody from WhatsApp is coming on voice call. All right, feels good. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Yeah.
Now, one of the headlines reads that government is creating a situation to prevent medics leaving this country, and even over 12,000 doctors and other medics to be brought back home.
Yeah, 1,000. Okay.
I don't understand that definition. I don't understand that whatever they are doing, because for me, if it is outside attracting them back home, it is not correct. If it is outside making medical services attractive to the professionals, it is not correct. Because you don't beat a child and ask him not to cry. You don't advise an adult to find shelter away from the sun. You don't discuss about killing somebody and the person will stand by waiting for you until the day you come to kill him. These are adults. They have to look for money, sell their properties to leave this country. Outside there, what they make in a year to progress in life, they will not achieve it in this country in 5 years. And so they have to make a way to leave this country on their own. Then why asking that you're making arrangements to bring them back home? How do you do that? What have these Nigerian leaders done to bring back their children that are studying outside this country home? What are they doing to prevent themselves from going to attend medical services outside this country? What are they doing to prevent themselves from going to invest outside this very country? Poor man that struggle to find a greener pasture. They are discussing how to stop him from leaving this. Is Nigeria a prison? Are Nigerians slaves to them? Like my slaves have escaped. Let me make arrangements to bring them back under my control. Those that have not yet left, let me cage them, build a fence so that they will not escape. How? Why would they go into that? It's not correct, please. Okay. They should not go venture into that. Let them make Nigerian services attractive to workers so that they will have no reason to leave this country. That is what I think is supposed to be. Right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good day, Anthony Witness, right there. And Anthony Witness is really witnessing his part in this conversation. Well, the conversation is still thriving here. This is the Pages on Eagles Morning Rise, the breakfast show where we start your day the right way and we talk we talk politics, we talk the front page of Nigerian newspapers, and you give your 2 cents, on to whichever the headlines, sticks with you or you find attractive one way or the other. And yes, we give you that voice and the platform. Hello and good morning.
Really?
Yes, good morning to you. Bright?
Right.
Yeah. Where are you calling from, please?
Airport Road.
Airport Road, okay.
Really?
Go ahead. Yes, please.
You see the type of politicians we have. Is it Wale Eduogu that is telling us we should wait for 4 years? If he has a business or property
he handed over to somebody to go and manage, and the person is messing the property up. You will leave the person to finish his contract before sacking the person. You know, Nigerians, they don't follow democratic processes. They forgot there is something like impeachment in the Constitution of Nigeria, or recall in the Nigerian election. He's just telling Nigerians to wait for another 7 years. So we should wait for him, like Buhari did to Nigeria for 8 years. Then they will start to come and be blaming Buhari did this, Buhari did that. But when Buhari was there, they were the people propping him up. He's doing well. He's doing this one. Economy. Look at the indices on ground. Is Nigeria growing? If somebody can even have the mind to talk on this, on how INEC chairman conducted the election 2023, what, and he's not in charge, what of when he's in charge? Do you think you can remove that person? He just has to do that, not wasting money in Nigeria. If Nigeria say, let them continue, there's no need of doing election, because if you do election, you want the money. If they continue until 8 years, or maybe they will find another alternative to elongate their process. You see, Nigerians, when there's nothing like the lobbying for the pharmacists. It's only them. You see them, they travel abroad. If you want to travel abroad, they tell you, say, no, don't travel abroad, is not good. Their kids are outside schooling, pay lecturers. They will say round table. We say committee upon committee to pay common lecturers. But when they want to pay their own, they are not even considering it. You see killings everywhere. What I tell everybody, just like in Benue said.
Oh, come on. We just lost you right there. We lost your the call right there. Bright, apologies. Anyways, you can keep that calls coming through. Or better still, just get onto the WhatsApp portal and bring your 2 cents in, and let's have a worthy conversation. It's still the pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an undiluted, right, audiovisual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And we say this in strong authority. Why? Because we have the bragging rights. Why? Because you gave us that bragging right, right? You can as well call the WhatsApp portal too, and let's see how we can also manage and define the space and allow your voice to be heard. The idea is we have to talk and keep talking until something positive indeed comes to bear. Taking this one now. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Yakub. I'm coming from Lube.
Yakubu, welcome aboard all the way from Lube. Let's get into it.
I have just a very small thing to say.
Sorry?
Those who are saying that they pass vote of confidence on the Tinubu-led administration,
Yes.
I think they're not in touch with the reality of what Nigerians are going through.
Okay.
That's all I know to say. Thank you very much.
All right. Those who are saying they're passing votes of confidence on the Tinubu-led administration, they are not at par with what is going on in the country, is what he says. Well, I don't know what your 2 cents will be on this one, though, but let's go see just a little bit, of the issues that you have made mention of. Well, just to also let you in on the fact that the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal, Commission, RMAFC, has revealed that each senator in Nigeria earns a monthly salary of 1 million naira. Now, this disclosure is actually sparked some controversy, and it has raised questions about the justification of such a high amount, especially considering the country's economic challenges. Now, the RMAFC is responsible for determining the remuneration of public officials, has been urged to review the salary structure to ensure fairness and equity. But there are some key points to it. Monthly salary, each senator earns 1 million naira monthly, as revealed by RMAFC. Now, the controversy is that the high amount has sparked controversy and public outcry. The revelation comes amidst Nigeria's economic struggles, including a high poverty rate and debt profile. And of course, the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission is determines the remuneration of public officials. There's been also calls for review of that salary structure to ensure fairness and equity. And of course, when you are comparing that with the monthly salary of Senator senators as against the 30,000 or the 70,000 naira minimum wage for Nigerian workers. You already know how significant that is. Nobody's saying that you must compare, but we're just saying that, look, if the 70,000 naira minimum wage is what we've been able to decide upon based on the realities on ground and all of that, what about the place of making sacrifices? What about the place of cutting down the cost of governance? What about it? That's what Nigerians are saying. Maybe if the senators and those from the House of Assembly and all of that, a National Assembly and of all of that, will come out to decisively say, you know what, we're saying that in every form of earning that we have, we're cutting down 50%, and we're saying, Nigerians, we are strongly behind you. Like, we know what you're feeling now. Maybe we wouldn't be talking this way. But, I mean, to whom much is given, much is expected. The truth is, if you put somebody at the place of authority and you say, I want you to be my representative, I want you to be the one who constitutes a panel of governance called government that would spearhead the issues and concerns of my well-being. It's a lot of work. Have you not noticed that quite a number of presidents who have gone into that place, when they are coming out, they come out really, really great? Yeah. The former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, really, really great when he came out of that place. We also saw it with Osibajo. At least I could count, we could see a few black, dark hair. But as soon as he came out, it's almost turned as if, okay, maybe because he's a professor. Yeah, he's a professor. Okay, I get that. But, I mean, it's not an easy position. Being in the place of authority is no easy task. Some of y'all put y'all there, you might just even do worse, right? This is not to say I'm saying that you're going to do worse. Of course, any family member of Eagles would not do worse if given such a position to handle, because we have understood what Sakpa is. And Sakpa, of course, is hunger, poverty, hardship. We know what it is. So we would not want to allow another family or anybody else to experience the exact same thing that we have experienced. I'm sure of it. But let's be sure to say that, look, for some reason now the phone lines are very inactive. I can't understand why, but you can as well just do well to call the WhatsApp portal line. Now, let's go see what the family members are saying on WhatsApp as we bring that to you and allow you to be informed so that everybody is carried along. But just before we get onto the WhatsApp, I've seen a message via the Facebook page wall. Says, good morning, UD. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine. I'm doing fine. It's been a while. We'll be coming back soon, he says. Ah, lovely. So sad to be coming back, he says. Oh, come on. I don't believe this. Well, anyways, I get it. I understand. It said, I heard a page you read where someone said senators are being paid 1 million naira after my national youth. I worked with a senator here in Abuja for 4 years before I got connected to the number, okay? House in Nigeria now. Now I know about their salaries. Okay, I don't want to talk. These people are multiple billionaires. As for Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan passing votes of confidence in our president, these former leaders are billionaires. They don't know what the poor people are going through. It is the ordinary Nigerians that should decide, not them. God bless Nigeria. Joseph Jojo from Piakasa, watching you live from Toronto. All right, thank you all the way from Toronto. Thank you, Joseph Jojo. And you say you're not happy to come back, but Joseph, I mean, if your stay is due, you should come back. We need you back so we can build this together, right? But anyways, have a safe trip there, and thank you. But let's get on to the WhatsApp now. Seeing this one here via the WhatsApp. It's going to be a very smart one, so be here with me, okay? Seeing this one here says, okay, I don't see a name, so I'm not just going to go into it. There'll be no point. I see this one here. It says, good morning to you, my brother, Udrak Daniel. Okay, welcome to a brand new day, another day, he says. Thank you. There is no need telling Nigerians to wait for the next election. We are eagerly waiting for that. But before then, please, both the local government chairman, governors, the president, and all in authority in this country should not starve Nigerians to death. Oh, they should wake up to their responsibilities and do the needful. Why can't the Council of States pass the vote of confidence on Tinubu when they are eating from the same table. What a shame. My sincere condolences to the families of the accident victims. May God comfort and console them. In Jesus' name, he says, amen. Have a cool and happy day, UD. That's what you're saying, Samuel. Thank you. I see this one now. Good morning, sir, UD. Reps pushing for all election to be held in one day. This is an irony of Nigeria. Is this an irony of what Nigeria needs now? What our reps and INEC should be doing is trying to ensure electronic voting systems employed in our electoral system so that during election people can vote anywhere they are living. This will also go a long way to reducing the cost of procurement of sensitivity and non-sensitive materials. Okay, sensitive and non-sensitive materials, you say. It says reduce election violence, curb intimidation of voters, and encourage more voters to participate in electing their leaders. Let INEC and the reps sit down to work things out. At the moment, we are not seeing anything online with regards to this, to improving the future election and reducing cost of election. Thanks, Abbas, reporting from Dutse. Thank you, Abbas. Now, I see this one now from, who is it? Okay, so this is coming from James all the way from Suleja. It is laughable. Reading through the supposed policy to prevent medical professionals from leaving the country as usual, it is all empty rhetoric and grammar. Nigerians aren't leaving the country because it is easy for them. They're doing so because the opportunities outside the shores of this country offers them more. UD, what is the pay of these medical professionals? What are their working conditions? Why do we think most governments, doctors, and consultants go to set up their own private practices? Politicians who fly abroad for medical checkups are questioning why nurses, doctors, and other medical professionals are going to other countries with pay that matches their working conditions. Nigeria isn't short of these professionals. The system doesn't encourage them to want to stay. On the vote of confidence passed on the government by the Council of State, we know it's just a veiled attempt at image laundering after the recent protest. Okay, alrighty. Seeing this one here says, okay, just before I take this one now, we should go pay some bills. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Attention, educators and leaders. Enhance your professional development and leadership skills.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Welcome to Feminism Friday, where every Friday is a celebration of gender equality and empowerment. Tune in to Eagles FM 102.3 from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on Friday for inspiring talks on gender roles, women's rights, and inclusivity. Join us for inspiring conversations, insightful discussions, and the best part is that you get to contribute and be part of the program. The show will spotlight the champions of feminism and offering actionable steps for a just and equitable Nigeria. Feminism Lab, where your voice makes a difference. Take action with us now. The program is a production of Feminism Lab, sponsored by Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, Nigeria.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, we're still taking your reaction. This is the pages on Eagles 102.3 FM's the Eagles Morning Rise, the breakfast show. And see this one on WhatsApp. It says, good morning, Obangudwak Daniel. Good morning to you. The proposed plan to bring Jakma doctors back into the country by the federal government is dead on arrival. Who will like to suffer with what Nigerians are going through in this country? Fuel queues, bad roads, insecurity, kidnapping, high cost of living, power fluctuations, hunger, deprivations, and so on. What's the situation on ground good for them before they jackpot? Let's stop deceiving ourselves, please. In addition, the purported passing of votes of confidence on President Tinubu by Council of State is nothing but eye service in its highest order. It's widely believed and known that the former leaders are not affected at all with what ordinary Nigerians are going through daily. They're still living large and enjoying every good thing in the country. Why wouldn't they support one of their own, even when the whole nation is going down the hill? It's when there's equal rights and justice in the land that the country will be at peace. May God save Nigeria. Comrade Olabasi from FCT Abuja, he says. And now let's move away from that one now and see how we can allow for the voice notes to get in and simmer into the discourse this morning. All right, let me see. Okay, see that. Let's start with this one as quickly as we can, starting with Salasi, right?
Good morning to Ubong Udwak Daniel. Good morning to the listeners and callers of this great radio station. Good morning to Ochanya, the woman of Macriphone. I greet you. I greet listeners and callers. Talatu, it's been long that I hear from you. I hope all is well with Talatu. Let me start by saying bravo to the federal government. They blocked 83 billion naira protest fund. I want to say kudos to them. They have done well. They should equally do that to Boko Haram. Boko Haram, they should block the fund getting to Boko Haram. Boko Haram have been collecting ransom from the losers and from the victims. They have been collecting money in millions. So they should equally do the same to block their funds. I want to still talk about the NNPC. Honestly, this is what something is wrong somewhere, President. Some people have been accusing you on background that you don't want this refinery to work. Prove to Nigerians that it's not in you. Let this refinery work. President, you have the power to hire and fire. They have been promising for the 6th time. When is our Port Harcourt refinery will start working? Prove to Nigerians. President, they are passing the voice of confidence to you. It's only person that love you will tell you the truth. Oh. These people that are passing the voice of confidence, the former president, are not telling you the truth at all. Thank you.
All right, Salasi there. And away from Salasi to Triple D.
Good morning, Mr. UD, the man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you, Triple D.
Good morning. My name is Triple D from Waru. Well, our elderly statement says we should wait until 2027. Yes, thank God. We pray that God should sustain us to be among the living. But who will be in charge of INEC chairman if after all their deliberation is for Nigerians to wait until 2027? But they have tried, and it's a journey. Well, on the issue of accident victims, may God grant their soul eternal rest and condole all the family. Mr. UD, the accident, the death is becoming too many on that road, too many. Well, on the issue of a refinery, another story. But we'll get it right by the special grace of God after 2027. Nigeria is our country, and we'll work to make sure that we have gotten it right. Good morning, and God bless Nigeria.
All right, good morning, and God bless Nigeria. Honorable Edwards now.
Mr. Odwa, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Edward from Napo. Mr. Odwa, I'm disappointed with that statement that Nigeria should wait the next election simply because that protest was protocolized. It was a move to unseat Mr. President. Is the same person saying there is no hunger in this country? If you are given opportunity to help and you cannot help, please don't come back and make some statement that will bring more problem to this country. In a situation where there is insecurity, in a situation where hunger is, in a situation where there are so many things, such statements should not be. I think that the man should apologize or withdraw that statement. It's not a good statement at all. Even if there's anything behind it, seriously, people were hungry and they protested, and that protest actually worked. So, can the president? I don't think that person is living in this country. It's high time we should learn how to make some statements that will develop our country, that making some statement that will make people not to be happy. Seriously speaking, even there was an opportunity for politicians to manipulate. That is why maybe they did. Me, I'm not aware. So for him to come out and say it's like that, they have given that opportunity because the cost of living in this country is high. So such statements should not be made in a situation like this. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you and God bless. He says, let's hear from this.
All our callers and listeners on this platform.
Right.
My name is Eric from Use 2.
Right, Eric.
Federal government making plans and arrangement to see how they can bring back over 12,000 doctors who have left the shores of this country for greener pastures, for saner climes. Well, I wouldn't know what the content of their proposal is like, but I laughed deeply when you read that news headline. In as much as I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but I asked myself, what has changed for good? These guys still hear the daily events and happenings in the country. Yes, we all wish to be very proud of this country, but I tell you, the events happening on a daily basis, it's like it's diminished hope. Let's be honest with ourselves. You can imagine a doctor whose family needs to travel by road from maybe Enugu to Sokoto. You can imagine the apprehension, the tension on the side of the doctor that his families, may fall victim of kidnap or banditry, or even involved in road crash by result of maybe man-made errors and all of that. Yes, by the way, then Cardinal Onayekon on youth restiveness, that is a tickly timing bomb. Of course, it's obvious that if things are not done right by addressing, the teeming children on our streets, which should be in school, the federal government should come up with a policy that will make education free for all children. across all government schools. I think that will also help. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Well, thank you, Eric, for that one, though. I beg your pardon. Right, so, but yeah, this is where we would call it a close. I mean, I would have loved to go further. I see just one more, to have taken, but I mean, Sports Minister on radio is here, and he should do the needful. Take you on a journey, on sports on Eagles Wings, but on Eagles Wings, did I say Wicks? Anyways, yes, the conversation is trending. Keep in mind, 9 o'clock, I'll be right here. And yes, I'll be with my guest as we go talking conversational as to regards matters that concern politics and current affairs. My name is Woodward Daniel. Vicky Vic is going to be next.